Great fun. So let's have some more fun. Let's go on to what's called completing the square. And you don't quite see that yet, but let's just solve these real quick. If I have x plus 2 quantities squared equal to 7, I can do this. I can take the square root of both sides, and I'm going to give myself a little more room here. I'm going to move this 7 over here. I made a boo-boo and not giving myself more room. And you have to remember that when you take the square root of both sides and you're not in some sort of application that throws away one of those two solutions, you have to remember to do your plus or minus. And also recall the square root of anything squared is the anything. And in this case, the anything is the x plus 2. So the square root of x plus 2 squared is x plus 2 equals plus or minus root 7. Say yes. Say yes. I know you said it. Okay. And if I subtract 2, I get x equals negative 2 plus or minus square root 7. Now don't pull out your calculators to figure these out because it said solve exactly. And if you use your calculator to take the square root of 7 and get a decimal approximation, then it's an approximation and it's not exact. Also, some people, I just want to make sure here that you realize that this gives two solutions. X equals negative 2 plus square root 7, or x equals negative 2 minus square root 7. Mathematicians are efficient and lazy, and so instead of writing these out, we write plus or minus. And what about this one? Well, let's see. Let's get rid of this for now. Delete. Oh, didn't get it all. I could have had it all. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. So now let's try this one. Well, oops, pen. So x minus 1 squared equals negative 5. And actually, you should look at that and know an answer right away. But in case you don't, we're going to take the square root, and I forgot the plus or minus. And right now, you should have alarms going off. Maybe you don't. Square root of anything squared is the anything, so x minus 1 equals plus or minus square root negative 5. Hold the phone, Chuck. Call StarKiss because we cannot take the square root of a negative number. And you're like, surely you can't be serious, Mr. Becker. And my response would be, I am serious, and do not call me Shirley. But right now we don't know what the square root of negative number is because we cannot square anything. If you look up here, there is nothing squared that will give us a negative number. So our answer is no solution. Okay, that's actually TBC, to be continued later in this course, where maybe we might be able to give a solution with a little curveball, but we'll save that. We'll save that later. You're going to be very excited about it, I'm sure. Anyway.